You know what they say about blood being thicker than water? They're wrong. Dead wrong. I learned that in Willow Creek, where white picket fences hide 1,000 secrets. My name is Sarah, and this is how I went from being called trash to watching my own family's empire crumble. It started on a Sunday at my mother Brenda's house. The table was loaded with food, but when my son Ethan and I walked in, you'd think we brought the plague. "Jessica, darling, this roast is divine," Brenda cooed, ignoring us completely. "Your business is doing so well." Ethan tugged at my sleeve. "Mom, I'm hungry." I swallowed my pride. "Mom, could Ethan have some bread?" "You're lucky to get anything," Brenda snapped, tossing a cold roll our way. Always asking for handouts. Jessica's husband Liam snickered. "You get what you give, right, Sarah?" Their kids kicked Ethan under the table, calling him a freeloader. But the worst came a week later. Ethan got sick, burning with fever. I begged Brenda for money to see a doctor. "Why can't you handle your own kid?" she screamed. "I'm not throwing money away." Then came the slap, so hard it knocked me sideways, leaving my cheek burning. Jessica and Liam watched, smirking. "Deserved it," Jessica muttered. Ethan saw everything. His tears broke me more than the slap ever could. That night, I made a promise. Never again would my boy be called garbage. Everything changed. I worked 3 jobs, saved every penny, studied business, but more importantly, I watched. I listened. I gathered evidence. At the cafe where Jessica bragged, I overheard her panicked calls about debts. I saw Liam's shady deals, and Brenda's charity fund. She'd been skimming thousands. I stopped being silent. When Jessica showed off her new car, I smiled. "Hope the loan payments work out." Her face went white. I helped neighbors, joined community events, built a real reputation. Then came Brenda's grand party to showcase her perfect family. The champagne flowed. Everything was perfect. Until I stood up. "I have something to share," I said calmly. The room fell silent. I told them everything. The scraps, the slap, the word trash. But I showed proof. Photos, messages, recordings. "What happened to the church fund, Mother? The missing $3,000? Brenda's face drained of color. "Jessica, your thriving business? Here are your debt notices." "Liam, does your company know about your fraud? I have emails." The room erupted in whispers. Neighbors stood beside me. Ethan stood tall and said clearly, "I'm not trash." Brenda screamed. Jessica cried. Liam tried to grab the papers. Too late. Their guests had seen everything. We walked out hand in hand while their world collapsed. Brenda was shunned. Jessica's business folded. Liam faced investigation. 6 months later, I opened my own bakery with Ethan by my side. We live freely now. They planted contempt and reaped destruction. The scar on my cheek is still there, but it's a warrior's scar now. Want more stories of people who rose from the ashes? Click the link in the description.